good morning, everybody. I hope we are all well, and I hope we're ready for a jam-packed next hour or so. You've got just under an hour with me to learn exactly how to go about creating a very good income within a digital marketing agency, okay? Now, just before I get into this, I just want to just confirm that everyone can hear me. One thing about doing these webinars is like literally all I can see in the top right hand corner is me. So I can see the video with me, but that's it. I can't see nothing else, you know? So I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, brilliant. Wow, we've got Dimitri all the way from Sri Lanka, which is great. Okay, nice to know that you're on the call with us. Peter, Lynette, great to know that you're with us as well. Hello there, Hugh. You sound like you're as if you're in the bathroom. What it is I'm actually in my kitchen. So it might be a little bit echoey. If it is a bit of a problem, I can get another microphone if it is a bit of an issue. Right, okay, Andrew, very nice to know that you're with us. Okay, hello there, Louise. Anyway, I could sit here going through everyone saying hello to everybody all day, but let's actually get into it. Okay, right, so I hope we're all well, and I hope we are ready to really move forward and really learn exactly how to go about now learning and how to earn a six-figure income in your digital marketing agency, okay? So let's get into it and let's get started. So everyone, what is a digital marketing agency? What is it that I am talking about right now, okay? Now, look, a digital marketing agency is basically where we provide services for a small business. So say, for example, like a local dentist, you know, if they needed websites or if they needed social media or they need leads, whatever it may well be, you know, for us to create a digital marketing agency and help small business owners, look, believe it or not, you know, a lot of you no doubt are like, okay, well, what's the quickest way that I can use to make some money? What is the quickest thing out there? Now, I get asked this question all of the time. What is the quickest way to make money within my own business? Well, guess what? Having a digital marketing agency, from our experience, is the quickest way. You want to get out there and start making some money, right? No doubt you want to get out there, start changing your financial lifestyle, all the rest of it. Well, by having a digital marketing agency, that is the quickest way to get things really moving. Now, the reason why I say that is this. Don't get me wrong, having an online business is great. So affiliate marketing and, you know, you might have an e-commerce website and all this type of stuff, which is great. However, a lot of the stuff of what we do as digital marketers is a lot of testing. So even as an affiliate marketer, for example, what we're going to do is we're going to drive traffic to our affiliate page. Right, okay, it's not converting, why not? Right, let's now maybe try and use this traffic from YouTube or from Facebook. Right, it's still not converting. Why not? Right, let's now create a separate squeeze page or a separate landing page, like a jump off page, you know, so that people go to our page, which can, you know, be used to try and warm people up, and then go onto the affiliate page or the e-commerce site or whatever it may well be. Testing. Now, don't get me wrong, when you hit the sweet spot, that's when you can now start generating a lot of money. And this is where you can now put your feet up and, you know, whilst the money rolls in. However, look, it can take a bit of time to get to that position. I can promise you that. You know, it takes a bit of time, testing, and expertise. However, when you've got a digital marketing agency, so when you've got stuff like what it is I'm now about to be talking to you about, when you've got this, you know, by the end of today, you can speak to a couple of people, you know, people are interested in having a website, and then you've made some money before the end of the day. Now, if you think about it, right here, right now, whilst we are on this call, is there anybody out there that you know of, any small business owners or people getting started, you know, in a business? Do you know of anyone that could potentially do with a website or social media or SEO or video marketing or whatever? Because if you do, you can jump on the phone with them. You can then try and secure a deal right here, right now. And then even within the next couple of hours, you've now made your first client. Whereas I can pretty much assure you that, you know, in other areas of online marketing, it's not as quick as that. because we've got to test it and test it and test it. Oh, it's not converting. Why not? Okay, let's test this, let's test that. Whereas this, again, you're picking up the telephone, speaking to somebody, and before you know it, you've got money being transferred into your bank account as a part of the deal of what it is that you've now struck up with that person. So that's why we'd always say that, look, having a digital marketing agency, being a local business consultant, is probably the quickest way to get started making money. The quickest way. Now, why now? Why should you be creating like a digital marketing agency right now? Now, the reason why is because our services are in high demand. Who still goes to Yellow Pages nowadays? Who is still looking in newspapers and things like that? You know, nowadays, what do we do? If we're looking for anything upon anything, you want a dentist, you want a local Italian restaurant in your local area, whatever it may well be, what do? We Google it, right? Every single thing is Google. So in which case, like I say, our services are in high demand because the vast majority of businesses out there now realize that it's very important to have a good presence online, on Google, you know, but it's not just Google, social media. So in which case, a lot of us might live in smaller towns and stuff like that. So in which case, you know what? You know, you can really capitalize on this in a huge way. So the time is now. It really is. So this is the whole reason as to why you should be doing this in terms of, look, generating leads, you know, for a small business is not that difficult. So I mean in generating leads for yourself, but as well as that now being able to generate leads for your small business. So, you know, you now delivering on the services for your small business that you're now working with, to be able to generate them leads is not that hard. If it's a small business, you know, if you're now, you know, going after the whole of the UK or something like that, that's something different. But if you've got a small business in like a local town that you're working with, to get them leads, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And I want to go through, and I'm going to explain as we go through. Now, feel free to use the chat, everyone. So thank you for popping in a couple of questions in the chat. Feel free to pop any questions in the chat, and I will try and answer as many questions as I can. Keeping in mind, though, everyone, I've only got so much time. And for those of you that have heard me speak before, I can literally speak for England. You know, I could one slide could last me 2.5 hours, right? So I've got to keep an eye on time here, yeah? So I'll try and answer as many questions as I possibly can. So Louise just mentioned, Jay, however, a website needs content and you need to get that first before the website. Okay, look, I'll get into that as I go through, all right? I'll get into all of that, Louise, as I go through, all right? You'll see what I mean in a moment, okay? So the traditional ways of marketing, you know, is dying, you know, in terms of, look, January 2019, Yellow Pages stopped printing, you know, any of the Yellow Pages. We used to obviously get these through our door all the time. However, nowadays, you know, we do. When was the last time you got a Yellow Pages book through your door? You know, and the reason why is because these methods are nowhere near as effective as what they once were. Because now it's all about Google. But remember, it's not just Google. You know, you can generate some great leads for people, for yourself and for other small businesses by utilizing social media as well. All right. So again, you know, this is the way forward. It is all about a digital world nowadays. And guess what? COVID, you know, have made it even more so, because obviously everyone then just flocked online as a result of COVID. So even more so now, in terms of the time being right here, right now is the time. It really is, because obviously people are experiencing it as a result of what happened with COVID, all right? So how do we get started? What's the first thing that we should be doing in terms of getting started within a local a digital marketing agency? So this is you now creating your own digital marketing agency. Now, the best thing to do to get started is to niche. So pick a particular area, a particular industry. Look, it's going to be very difficult for you if you just go after anyone and everyone. And this is not even just in relation to a digital marketing agency. This is business, period. Even if you're doing affiliate marketing or e-commerce or whatever it may well be, what is your niche? And the more of us that say, yeah, well, the thing is, Jay, the thing is, right, look, I understand what you're saying, Jay, right? But, yeah, but, you know, I want to make as much money as I can. I want to maximize returns, Jay. So as a result of that, Jay, right? You know, I don't want to now, you know, lock myself off from any particular industry because I want it all, you see, Jay. I want to make loads of money, yeah? Now, the thing is, everyone, great. I understand what it is that you're saying here in terms of you want to just try and generate as much money as you possibly can. Now, look, that's the reason why I'm telling you to niche. If you are going after anyone and everyone, just as many businesses as you can, do you know who you are now trying to compete with? Now, you do understand there's quite a lot of digital marketing agencies in the UK. This is not like, you know, this is only being launched like today, right? There are other digital marketing agencies in the UK, some of which are already turning over millions of pounds a year. Now, for us to now start trying to compete with players that are already there, that are already established, that already got a good name in the industry, for us to now try and start competing with those people, that's where it becomes really difficult. And believe it or not, that's where, you know, you will not make any money rather than, oh yeah, I want to make loads of it. You're not going to end up making any because you've got to try and compete with so many other people. However, when you're now niching, if you're going after a particular industry, well, you then become the go-to person within that industry, you know, within that particular niche. So let's just say if we was now focusing on dentists, for example, it's like, well, why would a dentist now go to the general digital marketing agency? Why would I just go to the general if they can go to, you know, digital marketing for dentists? So a digital marketing specifically set up for dentists, why would that person then just go general all round? You will then become the specialist within that particular area, you see. So again, you become the go-to person so people just want to come to you because they feel that, well, you understand their industry that little bit better, yeah? So again, niching is really, really, really important. And remember, there are a lot of dentists in the UK, or a lot of accountants or restaurants or whatever niche you're going to go after, fitness trainers. There's a lot of these people in the UK or around the world, for example. Some of us are in South Africa and things like that. So there are, you know, within your countries, there are going to be lots of fitness trainers, restaurants, or whatever it may well be. And then guess what, everyone? By you niching, it even means that you can charge more money. And the reason why is because, again, you're now the specialist. Because it's like, well, no. If you want to come to me, well, I specialize within your particular area. So you can go and use Joe Blogs if you want to. However, I am the specialist within your area. So that's why we charge that little bit more of a premium. The reason why is because we know your customer. We know what we are doing. You know, we work within this industry. Yeah. So let me give you an example of some niched websites of what I'm referring to here, all right? So let me share my screen. I'm gonna give you a live example. So let me jump into Google. Okay, right, here we go. Right, so you should see my screen now. I'm currently on Google and I've just jumped in onto a website called Digital Marketing for Builders, all right? So this is one of our students, okay? So you can see here, that this is a niched website, all right? So you should all be able to see this now. I'm on Google, I'm on a website called Digital Marketing for Builders. So you can see within this, you know, who are this digital marketing agency? Who are they catering towards? Who are they trying to, what market, what industry are they trying to capture here? So in which case, obviously this is for builders. So builders now that are interested in getting some digital marketing services, why are they going to go with Joe Blogs? Why? When they've got a specialist right here of which your website is all about digital marketing for builders. You know, it makes your life so much easier because then you're now not having to compete with all of the top players out there. Who else is doing specifically digital marketing for your particular niche? Who else is doing that? So it makes a lot of sense to really just niche it down. Here's another example. This is digital marketing. Again, another student of ours, digital marketing for painters and decorators. Yeah. Again, look, niching down to a particular industry. We understand your industry, everyone, because we're specifically catering for you. So that's why we understand, that's why we speak your language, for example. Here's another example. This is another one of our students, one of my top students. And again, she is now catering for dentists. So lead generation for dentists. So why would that business, why would a dentist want to go anywhere else rather than come to Carol, for example? Why would they? So again, you know, you then separate yourself from everybody else. I hope everyone can see this. And no doubt I'll still get these comments, because we always do. Yeah, but Jay, the thing is, I like the idea. I understand what you're saying, Jay. But the thing is, I want to make loads of money, Jay, loads of money. Well, look, I'm showing you how it's done. You want to get to where you're going really quickly. I'm showing you what we would do to get to where it is that you're going really quickly. Okay? So here's an example. Let me show you. Let me go back to this. Right, okay. So I'll give an example. So those are just a few websites that I've just shown you. Now, this has always been, this was my digital marketing agency. So I was specifically targeting industries, but my niche, I suppose, was just to do video marketing services. So video marketing services is what I got started with. Like, okay, right, you know, that's going to be the niche. So I'm going to go after anyone and everyone. Yeah, but I'm going to just now provide video marketing services for that niche, or sorry, just for businesses. So then after a while, I realized, well, you know what, there's other video marketing agencies out there. So I want to now really specifically cater for lawyers, barristers at the time, because I thought, well, you know what, there was this new legislation that came out that meant people could go directly to a barrister rather than having to go through a solicitor. So I always thought, well, you know what, it's probably going to be easier, you know, for me now to just target barristers and try and help them out because this new legislation and all the rest of it, yeah? So I did that. And again, started picking up some customers, which was great because I was specializing within barristers. You know, when you're getting started as well with some of this, everyone, you know, what you want to do is, you know, you might want to even offer your first clients that you ever get, maybe offer them, you know, maybe 50% off, you know, or you know, or even doing it for free, just to get the ball rolling. However, I might have offered my first clients, some barristers, I offered them some free services. However, I said, okay, you've got to now refer me to 2 other people. So all I did was get on the phones and start cold calling. And then I literally just said, okay, right, I started chatting to some barristers. You've got to refer me to 2 other people if you are happy with the work of what I do for you. They was happy with the work that I done for them. They referred me on to other barristers. However, that one particular barrister, even though I offered my services for free, over the course of around about 5 years, they became very, very good customers of mine and made about 40 or 50 odd thousand pounds with that client over that period of time. So again, just because we're getting started now, because we just want to get the ball rolling by offering maybe discounted services just to get the ball rolling, you know, that really can get things moving for you in a great way, all right? So, you know, again, niching down is really important. But then following on from that, I wanted to change niche because I was hitting these barristers, but I kind of wanted to just move into a different niche, something I felt a little bit more comfortable with. So then I started working with dentists, okay? So doing video marketing for dentists. And then what I then did, and this is something I want to go through in a moment, how do you go about generating clients, generating leads? I teamed up with the largest dental website provider in the UK. And how did I get that dental website provider? I just picked up the telephone. Would you like to do a joint venture? I'm specifically targeting dentists. So if you know, pass me your clients, anyone that then comes on to be a customer of mine, I will give you a very nice looking commission, a really nice commission. So I got the largest dental website provider to work with me. In 16 months, we had done £218,000 within 16 months of doing that. Niching and also again, getting people to work with you, doing joint ventures. Who's got your customer? Within, like I say, 16 to 18 months, done about £218,000. So does this work? Well, look, I'm showing you. You want to get things moving really, really, really quickly? Look, I'm showing you how it's done. So how do we go about generating leads? All right, so you now want to generate leads for you. All right. So again, as I mentioned, you need a website. That's the first and foremost. So you saw on those other websites, they've got some content on those websites, but in addition to that, a way that you can now request information or request more information. Let me show you again. So if I jump into the website, look, on the website will be a call to action, look, book an appointment or book a free consultation. Always book a free consultation or something like that. That is now a lead. So we're now generating people to your website of which they're coming through here to book an appointment. Well, the more we can do, the more leads you're getting. All right, and let me show you how to go about generating those leads, okay, which I'm going to get to in a moment. All right. Right, so website, we're going to need a website. In addition to that, as I mentioned before, who's got your customer? This is the first thing to be thinking about. Look, all this stuff is not that hard. We just got to go out and create a website. Okay, right, I've got a website for a particular niche. That could be restaurants, that could be dentists, that could be accountants. It could be whatever you want to work with. Builders, whatever. Now, who's got your customer? Who can you go and do a deal with that they've got your customer? So what they then need to do is to say, for example, email their client base. You know, I've got one of my students, she does lead generation for therapists, okay? She's like a physiotherapist, and she does lead generation for therapists. So again, what we've done there is we've contacted suppliers of therapists. So, you know, people that provide the equipment. Go to people like them, just pick up the telephone. Say, for example, at this stage, you go to people like those, do a deal with them. Look, if you email this out to all of your clientele, anyone that then becomes a customer of ours, we will give you X. Now, typically when I'm saying we will give you X, what I always like to say is we will give you as much as a 50% commission for providing us your clients. A 50% commission. So some of you are like, whoa, 50%, that's quite a lot, Jay. That's a bit much, right? Yeah, it's a very, very, very decent commission. The reason why we'll give away as much as a 50% commission is because you want to make this worth their while. If you was to ever, you know, contact me, for example, say, yeah, Jay, let's do this great joint venture, email out, you know, to all of the people on your list, and you know, you're going to give me a £25 Marks and Spencer's voucher, or you're going to give me 50 quid. I'll be like this. I'll tell you what, I was like, oh, yeah. Like, you know, with good intentions. Yeah, all right, I don't mind helping you out. Louise, I don't mind helping you out for sure. Lynette, of course, no problem. You know, and you're going to give me a £25 M&S voucher. All right, fine. But guess what, everyone? I have to be honest. That will go in one ear and out the other. Because you haven't made it worth my while. All right, and that's what it comes down to. When you're trying to do joint ventures with people, you've got to make it worth their while. Now, if you came to me and said, look, Jay, okay, if you email this out to your list, for example, I'll give you 50%, of which that means that you'll be earning at least £200 per person that comes on board with you. For example, you're only going to give them 50% of the profit. You're not going to give them 50% of the sale, of the profit, okay? Again, by you saying that to people, you saying that to me, it's like, all right, well, okay. Right, now it's at the forefront of my mind because you've made it actually worth it for me. So these things are really important. Just again, if you're going, oh, I'll give you a 50 quid or 25 quid, yeah, all right. And this is what you'll get. Yeah, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, no problem. That's what people will say to you. But in one ear and out the other because you haven't made it worth their while. So make sure that you definitely make it worth their while, but target who's got your customer, always first and foremost, who's got your customer. In addition to that, Facebook page. Create yourself a Facebook page. Because by creating yourself a Facebook page, you can do lead generation. You can generate followers to your Facebook page, okay? So when I'm talking about a Facebook page, let me give you an example. All right, so let me jump into Google. I'm going to give you an example of what it is I'm talking about here. So we all know Facebook. So say this is my Facebook page. So the digital marketing for restaurants, look, they've got a page here. Okay. This is Carol's one. This is lead generation for dentists. So it's got quite a lot of followers for that page. So what you do is you come onto Facebook. I want to quickly show you. Right, you come onto Facebook, for example, you create a page, okay? So this is the page that we've now created, you know, so how you create a page, you literally just go over here, look over here, it says, look, create page, yeah? So you just create a page, and it's just too straightforward. You just click on create a page and you will have this up within a minute or two, all right? It's really very straightforward. But then off the back of that, what we then want to do is we want to create some ads. All right, we've got to create ads because we want to get followers. This is like an email list, everyone. Yeah, the more followers that you get on your social media like Facebook, the more followers you get, the more people have a chance of seeing your content. So say we all know, hopefully we all know Facebook. So say, for example, here is my news feed. So this is like, you know, this is my newsfeed on Facebook. So anyone that I'm friends with or that I'm following, look, here's one of my pages, yeah? So I'm seeing content coming out of one of my pages. But other pages that I might follow, say for example, let's have a look at a page like this here, CEO 1% Club. I follow this page. So that means that I'm gonna see their content that is coming out, all right? So any other pages that I follow, like Arsenal, for example, for my Sims, you know, I follow the Arsenal page. So in which case, that's why I'm seeing their content, you know, coming out in my news feed. So anyone that I follow, any friends, any pages, anything like that will always come out in the news feed, okay? So your aim is to now create a page, start generating lots of followers, post content, okay? You post content of which there's a chance of people who are following that page will see that content in their news feed. I hope this is making sense, everyone, all right? Now, the thing is that, all right, all of that sounds great, but how do we get these followers then? If we need all these followers, you know, it's like an email list. All of these people are like, you know, they're subscribed to our email list, for example, of which they now can see our content of what is being emailed out. So how do you go about generating the followers? So look, lead generation for dentists. So if we go in here and then we create an ad, and then when this comes up, all right, come on, right, here we go. Once this now comes up, I can now create a new campaign, and it's going to say, well, what sort of ads do I want to create? I want to create an engagement ad, and the engagement that I want is page likes. So I click on page likes, I click continue, and then it will walk me through now setting up an ad. Okay, let me give you a quick, show you really how this works real quick. So look, I'm gonna decrease this price down to just quite low, just call it £2 a day. Look, it's asking me what Facebook page do I want to generate likes for. Let's just say this is the page for dentists or whatever. Let's just leave that there. And then now look, down here, this is the people that I'm gonna now target with ads. When I say with ads, look, on my news feed, remember back in the news feed, let me show you an ad that appears in, right, here we go, look. Conversio bot, sponsored, this is an ad. These people have targeted me, of which I am now seeing their ad in my news feed, of which I could like the page if I wanted to. That's what it is that we are doing. We are now trying to target an audience. So if I was targeting dentists in the UK, I'm not going to target people 18 to 65 because, look, you know, you're probably going to be around about 30 before you are probably a qualified dentist, say, for example. So I'm going to start off at the age of 30 and upwards, both male and female. And then under detailed targeting, I'm going to target dentists. Okay. Let's have a look, see what comes up. All right, come on, don't do this to me. Right, come on. All right, hang on. Right, here we go. It's a dentist. But look, I don't want to go after people that's got dentist as an interest over here. I want to go after people that have got dentist as employment. Let me see if that comes up. Yeah, here we go. Look, job title, you see? General dentist. Click. Okay. And then I should be able to get more suggestions based around dentists. So I hope you can see what it is I'm doing here. So all I'm trying to do now is target the dentistry, dentist, the leading dentists. Look, we can go after things like Academy, yeah, anyone, look, Academy of General Dentistry, chances are, even though they've got this as an interest, means that, you know, they probably have done something in and around the dentist industry. So I might select that. So anything based around dentistry, I will select that. Okay, I'll just keep on going through and trying to find dentists. And then that's it. And then off the back of that, I'm then going to create the actual ad itself. I'm going to create an ad. So I'll pop a picture that is relevant for dentists and of which the call to action is going to be to like the page. I hope everyone's with me, yeah? Just feel free to pop in the chat if you're not with me. I want everyone to understand what it is that I'm doing here. So this is going to be the actual ad itself that is going to go out on Facebook. So when they're scrolling through their news feed like this, they will see an ad saying, lead generation for dentists. Are you struggling to generate leads? You know, do you need more customers? So they go through the news feed, look, sponsored, anywhere it's sponsored. These are the people that we've targeted. So I'm only ever going to see sponsored ads based on my interests. So I like things like martial arts. That's why I'm seeing this ad here. So I'm only going to see ads based on my interests that Facebook have built up a bit of a profile on me and they recognize what my interests are. So by you doing this, this will help you generate lots of likes or lots of followers of which you post content and they've got a chance of seeing what you are posting within their newsfeed. And this could be, right, come over to our webinar about, you know, lead generation for dentists. Come and check us out, have a free consultation. That's what can be written within your posts. I hope this is making sense, everyone, okay? Something else that you can do, all right? Let me go to one of my pages real quick. Something else that you can do is when you now start generate followers to a page, so this is one of my pages, okay? So say, for example, we've got a couple of thousand people following this page here. Yeah, so we've got a couple of thousand people following the page. Now, what I can also do, so we've now set this up, say this is lead generation for dentists or for accountants or whatever. We're now posting content. We're now generating followers. So these are all of our targeted audience. But what I can also do is I can hit notifications on the left-hand side over here. Have a look to see somebody who's recently liked my page. If I click on here, look, you will now see, hey, so all of these will be my targeted audience. So these will all be dentists, but I've targeted dentists. So then what I then need to do is click, message. Hi, Maria, thanks very much for liking our page. You know, no doubt you're a dentist. How's it going? Yeah, or how, you know, how's things been going through COVID? Remember with what we're doing here, I would need to really express a very valid point. We're not just going to email or send Maria a direct message and say, right, I've got this digital marketing agency, come and buy from me. Yeah, like click on the link, come buy. Because no one's going to do that. Because we're not really trying to find out what their real pain points are. So that's what's important. We need to find out what their real pain points are. And once we identify what their pain points are, then we can then maybe offer them a service. So all I'm going to do with Maria is just message her and say, hi, Maria, how are you getting on? You're a dentist in Texas. How are you getting on? For example, all right? I hope that makes sense and it's really, really important. Let me pop into the chat. Your sound is popping a bit here and there, not all the time. Can everyone hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Hopefully it should be all right, but Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you, Annette, for letting me know that. Ian's asking, can hear me now all okay? The disturbed sound, okay. No, your sound is popping. It's good here. It pops a bit and now it's, okay, right. Hopefully it should stay okay. If it does create any more issues, I will just go and get me a little microphone. Jay, please go over again how to respond to someone who likes your page. Right, okay, I'll do that in a second. Ian said, how do you make sure that you get paid for leads that you generate for it? Well, how do you ensure you get paid? Well, you're going to contact the dentist and say, do you want to use our services? We can build your website, we can do social media, we can do stuff like that. A little disturbed sound. Oh man, this is killing me here. It happens when you're scrolling websites. It only happens if, okay, right, let me just stop scrolling through. Right, okay, let me stop scrolling through. Let me just jump back to my presentation and hopefully it should be all right. Right, hopefully that should be okay. Pops a bit, sound is fine. Okay, fine. Right, so hopefully, look, this is on recording. Louise, it's on recording. So you want to know how I go back. No sound, or it's killing me. It's really not that bad, just here and there. Okay, right. Derek's now saying there's no sound. Right, anyway, I'm going to continue because some of us are saying I've got sound. So I'm going to continue, but do let me know if it gets really bad, okay? So yeah, I mean, look, this is all on recording, so you can quickly pop back over what some of the things of what I've just shown you in relation to how to generate the likes, and as well as that, how to target the people that have liked your page, how to go about doing that, okay? How to sort of try and target those people and message them directly. Go back over the training if you need to get a bit of an idea on that, all right? But that's it, everyone. I mean, you've seen what I'm showing you here. This is it. Yeah, this is it. You want to go out and generate a business, like, you know, quite straightforwardly. You need a website. Who's got your customer? And then we can now target your niche and then start generating followers, and then we can then message them directly. But remember, we're going to be subtle. We are not going to be, you know, oh, come and click on my link and come and buy, because no one cares. Remember, when we're in business, this is about the other person. So in which case, I need to try and identify within the other person what it is that they need. This is not just about, you know, you making money. That's why you're going to take the softly approach, rather than just gun-ho, here's my link, you know, to my website. No one cares. So we've got to build up a bit of rapport first before sending them to your website. Other things, what we can do for lead generation is things like LinkedIn, okay? I'm going to quickly try and show you this. Hopefully my sound remains. Let me just jump into here, and let me know how my sound is faring while I'm doing this. So you should be able to see me now. I'm in LinkedIn. Look, you can pop into LinkedIn, and again, what we're going to do in LinkedIn is we're going to just target a demographic. Yeah, so I'm going to just go to LinkedIn. I'm going to target dentists. Sound is fine. Okay, cool. I'm going to target dentists, for example. See all results. So this is on LinkedIn. Look, there's lots of people down here that are dentists. I can now connect with all of these people. So I just connect, and then I just send them a message. So I can connect with them. If they now receive, you know, they get my connection. Where am I at? Okay, yeah, they now get my connection. Okay, what I'm then going to do is send them a message. Hi, you know, hi Neil, you know, I can see that you're a dentist based in XYZ. You know, how are things been going through COVID? So I'm just going to start up a bit of a rapport. What you are not going to do is this. Look what I get in my newsfeed, not in my newsfeed, in my messages all the time. Look, all the time I get, you know, hi Jay, valued at blah blah blah. Okay, click on the link. That's something different. Okay, okay, let's just have a look. Say for example, hang on, not that. What I'm basically saying is that you will see in my thing here, I get so many messages every single day, or not every day, but I get so many messages all the time with people. They're not trying to build a rapport with me. They are just literally, you know, right, buy this or buy that. You know, like I get this all the time. Look, you'll see this. No building, no rapport. Just look, I'd like to bring your attention to a great workshop. Blah blah blah. Look, no, I don't care. You haven't even spent any time building any rapport with me. How do you know that this is something that I even want? How do you know this is something that, you know, that this is something that is needed within my world? You know, from where people are not even taking the time to even find out whether or not I would benefit from this or not. What they're doing is just like, you know, just popping this here saying, right, just do this. Well, no, I'm all right, thanks. So that's really important, everyone, that we focus on building a rapport. Do not just message people with your link, like as if, you know, like as if that's the only link, you're the only digital marketing agency on the planet. You know, again, you want to build that rapport, okay? So I hope that makes sense, everyone, right? Okay, other things of what we can do to generate leads. We'll be doing things like webinars, okay? Using things like meetup.com. You know, I've been a big fan of meetup.com for a long time now. No, Andy, do I run ads on LinkedIn? You can do, but you don't always have to. You can do it a little bit more manually as per what I just showed you. But yeah, you also can run ads on LinkedIn. But Meetup and webinars also can be very effective. I'll give an example. Here is Meetup. This is one of my pages on Meetup, for example. You just go to Meetup, start a new group. People now naturally will just find your group based on whatever it is that you're talking about. So say if you're doing a digital marketing, you know, masterclass, ways of how to generate leads, meetup.com is a platform where people go to Meetup to find events and webinars. So all you're going to do is advertise your Meetup and your events that you're doing. Like, this is something I put out only like yesterday. I've already got 6 people saying that they're going to be attending something that I'm doing on the 1st of September. I only put this out yesterday. You know, you don't have to do anything more than what I'm showing you here. You just literally put on an event or create a group. You will naturally start generating members or people following you. You know, they will then naturally want to attend some of the webinars of what you're running. You give them a bit of content, show them how they can generate some leads, for example, just give them a bit of content. And then at the end, you can give a call to action to come and, you know, join you or fill out this form for more information or something like that. So you're just going to do a bit of a call to action. All right. So here is one of our students, one of my students here, Katie. She is doing, you know, her business is based in North Wales. So look, free digital marketing tips for businesses in North Wales. So what she would do is run regular webinars. You know, again, people based in North Wales, businesses, they will attend her webinar, of which she'll give a little bit of information or bit of value, of which she will then do a call to action, you know, fill in a form, of which she will then contact people and then try and get them to become customers of hers. So again, all really quite straightforward stuff here. Let me just quickly jump in the chat. Rosemary's asking, how about Clubhouse? Yeah, I mean, look, that is another strategy. It's not something that I've used myself for this type of thing, but there are other strategies out there. So Clubhouse could potentially work as well. Again, it's about giving some free value, give some free tips and stuff, free value, and then try and do a call to action. Louise is asking, Jay, do you have to show you attending the webinar? Hang on, do you have to show you're attending the webinar? Yeah, you do have to show that you're attending the webinar. Okay, another question, why don't you use Eventbrite instead of Meetup? Oh, I've got something for you, Ankery. Why don't you use both? You know, why limit? Why not Eventbrite and? I mean, we do use Eventbrite a lot as well, so why not use both? Louise asking, I'm promoting your session on Meetup, I must show. Okay, that's something else, Louise. I'm just talking about digital marketing training here for a local business. Are these automated webinars? Well, no, not necessarily. unless you create a webinar and then record it, then it can be automated, etc. When you respond to a like page on your Facebook, yeah, okay, I'm responding as the page, Hayley. I will be responding as the page, all right, on a Facebook page. So yeah, you can do automated webinars if you record your own webinar and then do a webinar and just play the recordings if you wanted to, all right? So I hope this has given a bit of insight, everyone. Apologies if I'm going through it quite quickly. We've got our next speaker coming up very, very, very soon. So I've got to just try and plow through this quite quickly, all right? But again, I'm just trying to give you some ideas on how to get things really moving very quickly, all right? So what does your plan look like? You know, those of you who heard me speak before, I'm always talking about a business plan. And the reason why is because, look, well, what's our plan? I'm giving you some ideas, right? We build a website. Okay, we can do some lead generation on Facebook. We can then start contacting people on Facebook. We can contact people on LinkedIn. We can also get people to refer us business. Okay, so this is all going to now form a part of your business plan. But in addition to that, we want to make £100,000 out of our business. Yeah, we want to make 100K. How many clients do you need in order for us to make 100K? Let's just say, for example, your average client is spending £1,000 a month with you, or £1,000. That's how much they're going to spend with you, your average client. So in order to make £100,000, we need 100 clients, right? Of course. Yeah, straightforward. However, what are your costs? So, you know, how much is it going to cost you to get a customer? You know, what are we going to be outsourcing? We're going to be outsourcing the work, because I wouldn't be recommending that you do the work. Outsource it. If you're going to be doing joint ventures, what are your commissions on that? So although we might make 100K because we've got 100 customers paying us £1,000, all right, well, what are our costs on all of that? So ultimately, what is our profit margin? So to generate 100 grand revenue is one thing. To make 100 grand profit is another. We might have to make £200,000 to make £100,000 profit, for example. So these are all things to be considering, things to just keep in mind, okay? So the sort of services that you can be offering, you could be building websites for people. You know, you can charge anything from £500 upwards for a website. You know, optimization, so search engine optimization, SEO. This is getting websites ranking on the front page of Google. This is where you can charge people anything from £500 to £2,000, £3,000 a month for SEO. Then you can even be submitting people's websites into Google's business directory. You can be building them videos. You might anything from £500 upwards. Pay-per-click campaigns, anything from maybe £250 upwards a month, plus their ad spend. Social media, same sort of thing, £300, £400, £500 a month, plus their ad spend. Email marketing, you know, again, a couple of £100 a month. So again, just by getting a few clients, you can see how this can build up quite quickly, just by getting a few clients, okay? Now, outsourcing the work for me is always really important, because you want to scale the business. So by you scaling it, if you're trying to do all of the work yourself, you know, you're trying to do it all, then that's going to be really difficult. So you want to outsource the work. So I wanted to show you a live demonstration of this, but I'm really running out of time. Right, let me quickly show you, right? I'm going to quickly show you, because I want to make sure that you understand all of this stuff, right? So look, I'm going to jump into here real quick. I'm going to log into Upwork, right? So Upwork, again, look, I live by Upwork. I really do, you know. This has helped me run businesses for years, because I don't want to be doing the work myself. I might not even always have the expertise to be doing the work myself. So you'll see here, look, you know, creating videos, and this is stuff of what I outsource all the time, you know. Lots of different things here. So what you basically do on Upwork is really simple. All you've got to do is, look, post a job. What are you looking for? I'm looking for somebody to create a video for me using Animoto, yeah? Or this is like a video software. So this is the job post of what I wanted. look, I just need somebody who's familiar with Animoto or similar video creation software to create me a 1-minute video showcasing my product. That was what I was after. My budget is about $50, etc. But you can get anything done, anything. And then you will get lots of people apply to do the job. Yeah, like loads of people that apply to do it. So here are all the, just some of the people that applied to do it. All of these people here, of which I then went ahead with, who did I hire? Mohammed, right? So I went ahead with this guy here. Why did I go with Mohammed? All I'm going to pretty much do, he applied to do the job. I'm going to scroll down on Mohammed and I'm going to look to see how much money he's made with other people who have all given him a 5-star rating. And if he's made a decent amount of money, look, he's made $1,200 there. He's made, look, $575 there. He's made another, he would have made other money elsewhere as well. And he's always getting a 5-star ranking and very good feedback. So that's what's going to put me in good stead to go ahead with Mohammed, okay? For example, and I'm going through this quite quickly, but again, it's very straightforward. There's nothing to it. You just create a post, whatever it is that you need, and you will get people applying to do that work with you. All right. So I hope that makes sense, everybody. All right. Pop any final questions in the chat, and I will quickly try and answer any questions just before I hand over to our next speaker. Look, finally, everyone, you know what I'm all about, everyone. By now, no doubt a lot of you have heard me speak a number of times now. And, what I'm really big on is obviously you getting results, okay? I really want you to generate the sort of results of what you were looking for. But we've got to remember, everyone, that our mindset does play a big part in this, like huge. Because the thing is that we can show you strategies all day long. I can show you Facebook marketing strategies, Google strategies. I can show you anything, a lot. However, it comes down to you and your mindset now to really now apply the information, and really know how to get the most out of the information of what you're learning. So mindset is absolutely crucial, everyone. You always hear me banging on about mindset. Why? Because it's about you getting the results that you're looking for. If you want to get the results that you're looking for, do the same thing as what successful people do, regardless of whatever business that you are thinking about working within. It could be e-commerce, affiliate marketing, a digital marketing agency. Either way, it really doesn't matter. You still need to apply all of this mindset stuff of what I'm talking about if you want to go on to generate 100 grand in the next 12 months. So to get to where you're going quickly, look, you want to have the right structure as per what I was just talking about, business plans. In addition, action. You've got to be prepared to take a lot of action. Who's holding you accountable? Who is your mentor? We all have this. We all have this. From myself having mentors, Simon Coulson having a mentor. No doubt even our next speaker has had mentors over his time. We've all had mentors to get us to where it is that we're going. So in which case, if you don't have a mentor to help you to generate 100 grand in the next 12 months, why would you not do that? Yeah, all very, very, very important. So who do you learn from? Yeah, again, what sort of people out there is that you're learning the game, how to become successful, how to make all of this work. Look, I told you I've done 216,000 pounds in about 18 months. Now look, that that's not just from me, right? Oh, that's just Jay Hastings, right? I've got a mentor to show me how to do it, and that's it. So again, really important. So tip for success, always, everyone, you've got to surround yourself with the right people. You want to make this stuff really work? Fine. I've given you a bit of strategy. Now I'm also trying to show you the mindset and what the other side of things is really important to also incorporate into who you are. So surround yourself with the right people. You've got to get a mentor. You've got to be prepared to do whatever it takes. You've got to never give up. Remember, anything is achievable, okay? Most importantly, make a commitment to yourself. You want to make 100 grand over the next 12 months. All right, fine, come on then. I'm showing you how to do it. Yeah, I've given you some ideas on how to go about doing that. So come on then, let's do it. However, make that commitment to yourself and just do the same thing as what successful people do. All right? Having people hold you accountable is really important, everyone. It really helps you get to where you're going really quickly because you've got people literally holding your hand or holding you accountable. Right, you said you're going to create that website for your digital marketing agency. You said you're going to create that by next week. Right, why have you not done it? If you've got people holding you accountable, it just, you know, enables you to get to achieve these things, actually to take action on these things, because you don't want to come back to me next week, for example, and say you haven't done it. So getting people to hold you accountable is very important. We all have mentors, everyone, we all do. You know, 90% of successful entrepreneurs that you're going to know of have all had mentors. So if that's the case, where's your mentor? Yeah, really, really, really important. All right. So what are you going to be doing differently, everyone, over the course of the next 12 months, for example, to generate that 100 grand? What are you going to do differently? Yes, it's really important stuff. What are you going to do? You know, again, all we want you to do is achieve the results that you want to achieve for your life, but we understand how to get the results. But what are you going to do to ensure that you're now going to get these results? All right. Now, look, everyone. Those of you that feel that you need a little bit of assistance, you know, I've gone through a lot of this really quite quickly, okay? But look, I can have a little bit more of a chat with you. You need some help. You really want to now start getting the results that you're now looking for. Well, look, let's have a chat. Let me have a chat with you so that I can identify, you know, well, what challenges are you facing at the moment? You know, why are you not able to achieve the financial results that you're looking for? Why haven't you been able to do that as yet up until this point? If you've tried other courses, you know, no doubt a lot of you that are on this course with us right now, you might have tried the, you know, the affiliate marketing course, the e-commerce course, the XYZ course. Why we're not getting the results that we're looking for? This is what I want to talk to you about. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly pop this in the chat. Okay. The link in the chat, so you can see the link. I'm going to pop this in the chat, just so all you've got to do is literally click on that link, and then I will give you a call during the week, and we can have a bit of a chat again, just based on what has stopped you. Where do you need help? Because all we want you to do is get the results that you're looking for. So determined to succeed. Okay, right, I've popped that in the chat. All right. Now look, we are going to have a quick break. Okay, just before I bring on our next speaker, we're going to have a quick 5-minute break. All right. So if we can break until 11:05, okay, so 11:05. Now, there are a few questions that I've got in the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some of these questions whilst we are having a break. So for those of you that want to go and grab a quick coffee or quick tea or whatever, then feel free to go and do so now. But first of all, before you do that, click on that link and fill out that form real quick, so that I'm going to give you a quick call and we're going to have a bit of a chat. But everybody else, if you want to hear the answers, I'm going to go through that right now just before I bring out our next speaker. So we'll break now until 11:05. So I'm going to introduce our next speaker at 11:05, but I'm going to answer some of your questions whilst I do that. All right. So feel free to go and take a break. But Ankari, your question, why are you looking for outsourcers on Upwork and not Fiverr? Okay, good question there, Ankari. The reason why I'm looking at at Upwork instead of Fiverr. Look, Fiverr for me is not, it is an outsourcing website, but this is just for little things. I now want to build a proper team. And Fiverr.com, you know, if I want to get a little quick logo or a banner, I just want a little bit, something done real quick, just a little, you know, a video thing, whatever. That's what I'm going to use Fiverr for. However, now I want to build a proper team of people that I'm going to be speaking to. They are now a part of my team. You know, a proper business, almost like, you know, virtual assistants. You know, that's the reason why we're going to use Upwork, because it's so much better for that. Fiverr is just a little gig. It's a micro outsourcing website. That's what Fiverr is. It's a micro outsourcing website, whereas Upwork is the real deal. Okay. Danny's asking, could you just repeat what sort of email subject and approach works? Okay. Well, when you are connecting to people on like LinkedIn or Meetup, basically, you just want to just reach out to them, just say, hi, how are you? You know, you want to just say, hi, how are you getting on? You know, rather than, oh, hi, my name is Jay, come and click on my link and come to my website. No one cares. So you're going to just take a subtle approach, you know, just like, oh, hi, you know, how are you getting on through COVID? You know, a title would just be something really subtle, like, you know, just trying to connect, you know, and that's it. You want to build a rapport, and you genuinely want to be interested in what other people are, you know, where their pain points are. You genuinely want to be interested in that. All right. You know, it's not just about making money. It's just not about you making money. You know, it's about providing value to other people, and then you will make money as a result of that. All right. Enco is asking, really valuable info, never considered picking a niche with a digital marketing agency, so thanks. Excellent, glad you got a lot of value out of that, Enco. Louise is asking, I'm doing affiliate marketing modules and I need to ask you questions regarding the South African market. Can I email you via the IBS? But if you email support@internetbusinessschool.com, no doubt somebody will be on hand to give you a bit of guidance in relation to that. Thank you, Hugh. Hugh said, I've been great. Really? Yeah, Hugh, you are pretty great yourself. So thank you so much, Hugh. Rosemary is also saying, great webinar. Okay, look, I'm loving the praise, everyone. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's helping my ego, so thank you so much. Lynette mentioned try Fiverr for Business. That's similar. It could be, I still prefer Upwork as it is I've just been able to build some great teams on Upwork, you know, and I've just continuously used the same people. We've all got a great rapport on Upwork, you know, and it works really, really, really well. All right. Now, those are all of the questions. So feel free to pop any other questions that you might have in the chat. We've got a few minutes before I introduce our next speaker. You know, what's some of your challenges? You know, where are you getting stuck? You know, why have we not generated a six-figure income as yet, for example, for some of you? You know, fill me in, let me know, give me a bit of an update in terms of where we're at, you know. Because again, look, it's about results, everyone. You want to get results, brilliant. We can show you how to get results, but first of all, we need to know your challenges. And remember, a lot of this stuff can come down to our mindset, you know, who we are. You know, and what I mean by that is, you know, we coach a lot of people, a heck of a lot of people, yeah? And so we coach a heck of a lot of people, right? And the thing is that we teach strategy, yeah? Okay, here to get on the front page of Google, how to do this, how to do that. And everyone's like, yeah, right, okay, yeah, Jay, you don't understand about me. Just show me how to get on the front page of Google and that's me, right, that's it. I'm ready to take action. 2 weeks later, I might speak to the same person. Oh, Jay, you never guess what happened to me. Oh, Jay, you never guess what. Oh, Jay. I listened to what we was talking about. Get on the front page of Google. I done all that. Oh, Jay, but you never guess what. Oh, man. Had to take the dog for a walk. Oh, Jay. You know, it was my wife's birthday. Oh, Jay, we moved home. We went on holiday. You know, we got this going on. It was the cat. There's the kids. There's always something. Now, the thing is, everyone, you want to go on to achieve success. Now, successful people understand that no matter what happens, there's going to be distractions in life. But we get around it. We keep it moving. We work through our distractions, and we've all got a life. But what happens with some of the people, what we coach sometimes, you know, this is what is stopping us. You know, you want to go on and generate a six-figure income in your digital marketing agency. All right, well, come on, then let's do it. But again, what I need is a real clear a path towards achieving that. And anytime it's like, all right, Jay, look, I want to do it, but the thing is, well, this is what's stopping you. This is the reason why we're not generating the income of what we want to generate, because we're allowing life to get in our way. All right. But I'm not going to get into this too much. I've only got 1 minute left, and I can go into this right now, and I could talk for the next 2 weeks. Solid on all of this, all right? But for those of you that do want to chat a little bit more about your challenges and all of that sort of stuff, I will look forward to having a chat with you on the phone during the week. Those of you that filled in a form, thank you very much. Getting quite a few of those coming through. So thanks very much. But look, give me a couple of days, okay? We've got over 100 people on the call right now. So give me a few days, okay, to come back to you. And I will definitely 100% give you a call during the week, all right?